What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Daniel. Let's go. And we're back at it again with episode number 7. If you're returning, thank you for your continued support and helping our community grow. If it's your first time here, welcome and thank you for tuning in. Once more, we want to wish everyone out there a happy holidays and hope you guys had an amazing time with your family members. On today's episode, we're going to get into some exciting news that's happening overseas in Japan. We're also going to be getting into some tier lists on our thoughts on how the color combinations are going to happen over at the LCQs and the continentals and our thoughts. So without further ado, this is the Lorcana Cookout.
So like you mentioned, we got a little bit of some Lorcana news. And I lost it. Give me 1 second. Oh, there you go. So, I mean, as most people know, some people are signed up already. We have the DLC in Australia. I forgot what the exact city is called, but that's exciting. I believe it's in February, right? Is it, Eddie? You fact check me on that?
Yeah, I could double check. I think it's in Melbourne too. But
yeah, Melbourne. There you go, Melbourne. Yeah. So I wanted to go, but it's a little too far for my taste. $1,000 flights. I don't know who has that kind of money, but
I thought about it, dude. I remember I posted the details about it, and I was like, "Is anyone crazy enough?"
Yeah. And then something I didn't know. This is why we're gonna kind of start this section. Eddie just told us that there's gonna be OP in Japan that was announced. It was like 5 of them. I don't have the exact dates, or actually I do. Let me pull it. Oh no, I'll mess up the stream. Never mind.
No, yeah, it's in February, the first one, and I think it's 25th in Tokyo, and then after that they have like 3 more lined up in March and April.
Yeah, I saw one in Osaka or something like that. So
Osaka,
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So I wonder, what are these? Is it like a DLC or is it set champs or?
Yeah, I guess we'll get more info on it later down the line.
Chapter 1 is dropping in January 25th. So yeah, it's gonna be super interesting. You know how they go about that.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder if they're gonna wait till like a couple sets to actually really do stuff, because Chapter 1, right?
They're gonna move quicker over there. Like they're gonna release set 2 and set 3 like a lot faster than they did here. Oh, okay. So I think
Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3 back to back to back.
Yeah. So I think Worlds might be a little bit sooner. I think we were on a 2-month. I think it was us, like 2-month gap. I think they're gonna be on a 1 month. Yeah, so I think they're going to be on a 1 month gap between the sets. So I think they're going to catch them up before Worlds. Or actually, yeah, probably.
That sucks. That's crazy.
Yeah. But like I was saying in the last episode with the Goons, like right now the number for World participants is 28. So like I said, I figured there was going to be, or a lot of people were saying that there was going to be something in Japan and Asia region to get us up to that number, that 32 number, because to make it like a good number for the tournament, because 28 is uneven. Yeah, so if you guys want a shot at Worlds, it might be at Japan as well. I've been wanting to go there for a long time, so we'll see. Other than that, the other news we have, as we know, 3 of us in this podcast are sponsored by TCG, so we want to give out some news on their upcoming events. On January 4th, they're going to have a quad case preparation for LCQs, probably like the best chance out here, or last chance to get your LCQ practice and continentals practice. Is going to be January 4th at 12 p.m. And then on January,
Top Choice Gaming.
Yeah, Top Choice Gaming in Redlands. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and they got the special Lorcana artist coming too, right?
I don't think they're having it at this one. They're gonna have it at Set Champs, I think. Yeah, so Set Champs. Okay. Yeah, so Top Choice Gaming Set Champs is gonna be January 18th. I believe it's guaranteed as a triple case as well. So I'll be a good tournament right after Nats if you still have your tournament fix going on. Your Lorcana fiend like me. And that's where they're gonna have an artist. They're trying to make this their biggest event yet.
Simba, right? Kendall Hall.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Kendall. Yeah. I think he also did. He did some other cards that are pretty good too.
Yeah, but I think I like the Simba.
Yeah. So also for tournaments, I saw there was another quad case, but it's like in Sacramento. That one. I was thinking about going to that one, and I was like, I'm so glad Top just
Yeah, I mean to get the inside scoop, that's kind of why they did it, because we were talking about it. We're like, dude, a couple of us were talking about possibly going, like me and Dre, and then we kind of said it'd be nice if there was one here. So
that's cool. But yeah, I mean,
that's it.
People are just
Yeah, you guys made it happen.
yeah, we made it happen. Top choice made it happen.
I guess for the NorCal people, right? I mean, there's one closer to in Sacramento, but
yeah, for a SoCal, it's still a drive. I get it, still California, but it's an 8-hour drive, guys. Not everyone wants to do that.
No, but for all the LCQ testers, all the LCQ prep, I think that TCG one's gonna be the one to go to here.
Yeah, because some of them are coming in like early, right? Like a week early, so they can even come and test at that if they really get the news on it out here that there's a tournament going on. So this one could be a pretty big turnout, honestly. But yeah, the one on their set champs, they're trying to make it their biggest tournament yet. So they're gonna have a lot of stuff, like a lot of raffles. The artists, I think they're trying to get, a second artist. I forgot exactly. I don't know the full details, but when it gets closer, we'll give that to you guys. Other than that, that's all we got on Lorcana news. You guys got anything you guys want to add?
Did you guys saw the artist that's gonna be at the LCQs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone for Prince John, right?
Yeah, Prince John. Dang, those foils.
Whole new world.
Whole new world. Oh man, I'm gonna get a whole new world signed. It's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
Bro, I want to get an invite to Worlds, bro. I want that whole new world participation card so bad.
I want you to get it so I can buy it on.
I don't know if I'd sell that one, to be honest.
I
need that Prince Zetnus.
I need 4 of those.
Yeah, good luck, bro. They're probably gonna be like 300 each, bro.
I need to get passive Embrace.
That's it? 300
or more, more. I mean, only 32 players are gonna have it.
I think like a K.
I think 1,000 each.
Yeah, because if you think about it,
it's only 32. Yeah, 32 players are gonna have it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be more than 1,000. It's gonna be at least like $800.
More.
Yeah, possibly.
Right, but some exciting news that we did hear over the past couple of days. People have been getting off the wait list.
Oh yeah,
which is actually pretty cool.
Our boy Ethan.
Ethan.
Our very own.
To get off the wait list, he's not here today. But hopefully a lot more of us get off the wait list. So that's pretty cool. Like I know DJ Spins.
Yeah, DJ Spins.
Oh, DJ Spins got off. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So continue to keep looking, guys. Look at the wait list. Continue to check your emails. Hopefully, a lot more people get in. It'll be great.
I keep seeing that name a lot. DJ Spence, is he one of the community, like a content creator?
Yeah, he streams. I follow him.
Okay.
I played against him like in a bunch of locals.
You've talked to him before. I just don't know how to describe him to you. I'm pretty sure you've met him before.
Yeah, you for sure have come across him at events.
Yeah. I think he was there at the light set champs. Oh, he was at Rob's tournament too.
He was there at the light.
Yeah, he was at the light set champs.
He was at the first Rob tournament that he hosted, like that 3K, 5K.
Just plugging his stuff. I'll support him.
I know. Shout out DJ Spence.
Yeah. Other than that, you guys got any more Lorcana news to add? If not, we'll move on to the bulk of the video. So, like Danny mentioned, we're gonna be going through a tier list real quick. You're gonna hear some arguing going on what we think is best. So
there's about to witness 5 people trying to come up with one tier list with 5 different minds and opinions, and yeah. So we should name those like tiers. It's funny. We should name the A.
Oh, we can rename it real quick. What do you want to name it? Best deck.
Best decks, yeah.
Best deck.
So we have 15.
Amber will be going on best deck.
15 color combinations here, right?
Something like that, yeah.
And it's pretty much based off of the most popular, decks that we, some obvious ones, and then some that we expect to see.
Almost there.
It looks like we have a pretty wide.
Okay. So the only thing, guys, unfortunately, we're gonna have to talk through some of these, but like, let's say Amber Steel, Steel Songs, we're gonna put it A, right? But we'll mention that the aggro we think it's like B. I'm not saying actual tier list. I'm just kind of giving an example, since we're not technical enough to add each one with words. So we'll just mention it instead of actually doing it. So that way, if you guys are wondering, hey, where's the aggro version at? This is where we'll put it.
If we are sponsored by DQ Cheeseburgers. Lovers deal 2 for 5.
They can't see that, bro. They can't see that.
Oh, they can't see that? Oh, okay.
They can't see that. I took that out. I took that
Wow, bro.
I was like, dude, are those ads gonna pop up on the phone?
No, I took it out. I took it out. I
This
cut
is just
it.
shouting out DQ.
I cut it out. I cut it out. And Chumba Casino, wherever that's at. All right. So we'll start with what we think.
Some cookout burgers.
What some of us
Sounds good,
think
though.
is one of the few best decks. Or do we think right now? Let's just say this off the top. Do we think there's a single best deck where it belongs in a tier of its own? Anyone here?
I don't think
Amber
so.
Steel.
You think Amber Steel's single-handedly best deck?
No.
Blue red
Amber
check.
Steel is best.
I don't
deck.
know. No, it's not.
I think we should go by like the order of the colors, and we'll just play them before.
So Danny, I
before we
do
get to
think
that.
Amber Steel's the best deck. I don't think it's so good that it belongs to its own tier, though.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
I mean, all right, let's talk about Amber Steel first.
Yeah, let's just.
No, we'll do what James said. We'll just go in order from this picture. He has a point. So
lemon lime.
lemon lime.
Right.
There's technically 2 versions, right? Or I think there's a third. We'll go with the most popular, which is the discard. I personally would put it at C. It's almost not real, but it's still,
Discard?
in my opinion, C. Yeah, lemon lime discard. What do you guys think?
I've been trying it.
What's the
I
last
think
one?
it's-
Would you prefer the last one?
Not real. It says not real.
Not really.
Hold it out.
I've been trying it. It's just
Undercooked.
I don't know. I just feel it loses to. How do I explain it? So I tried the old version that we did in Vegas with the merfolks, and then I tried the non-merfolks, and I think it doesn't have anything to deal with genies. 100%.
Yep, you gotta bounce it.
If you get to under the sea, but you have to get to that under the sea part. But I guess that's how it normally is. But I just haven't been having luck with it. So I think,
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of people not having luck with it. That's why I'm putting it at C. I haven't played it. Haven't played against it. But just like hearing other people's opinion on it and just thinking about how I would play, it doesn't sound like it would have a good time in the meta right now. So we all agree on C, or move on with
I'll
it?
make an argument. I'll make an argument for B because I do believe discard is strong right now in this meta.
I 100%
I do
agree.
believe, and I believe that this one of the most discard heavy, decks that you can possibly play. So, just kind of based off of that philosophy, I think it has the potential for B, but obviously, it's I don't think it's gonna be able to have a good time against maybe Still Song, which is really popular right now. Like I think Still Song eats this deck alive.
Yep, it did before.
Yeah.
Purple still
And
eats it alive. Blue steel also.
green
eats it
still eats it alive. Yeah, basically any
steel.
almost any still makes this deck a problem, and it's still just really popular right now in the meta. So I'd say it has potential for B, but because of the discard, like how hard can you discard? How fast can you discard? Yeah. So
Yeah, go ahead. I will say the line of discard wise, it is. I feel like it's the scariest. Honestly, discard wise, it's the only one that can go like bare necessities, Ursula on the same turn, right? With the Diablo
Yeah.
seeing bare necessities, and then Ursula. Like that was always so scary to me. I'm like, dude, this is so broken.
like
And
Prince
like
John
the
on
you have
3.
forgotten me with the
You have
green
forgotten
package of
me.
the Ursula with Suddenchill. Like it's so scary. Now with that being said, so I think we should go like do some pros and cons. As like we said, it does lose 20 steel. I don't know. Maybe Cesar can talk about it a little bit. The blue-red matchup. I think it can go maybe either way, but I know once big Cesar resolves, it's over.
I would assume it's better now.
But I will say, other than purple-red, does it have any favored matchups? Like other than purple.
It used to be blue steel, but
it's the purple red matchup that's favored. It's the red purple matchup that's favored because you're just demolishing their hand, not worrying about anything. But it's just these other decks that are going.
OG
super
blue
wide.
steel used to be favored into it.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah, this is one of the worst blue steel matchups. In like the last 2 sets, yeah, bro.
I would say it was.
In Texas, I played against this and I lost 2-1. Like it's you just can't do nothing. Like all their bare necessities always hit. Like you have so much like actions, items, like things for their bare necessities to hit.
Oh, like back in the day, right? Like not this set.
No, not this. I'm saying OG. I don't know about now. I would assume it got better too, especially if we're going no wheel. Like it got better.
Yeah, Texas was 2 sets ago, huh? Not
yeah, it was like 2 sets. Yeah.
Because I know last set, like I was clapping it, so maybe the 2 sets. Yeah, I agree. Maybe,
yeah. Like under the sea is strong.
It is.
You know, but you have to like hit it every time by like turn 4. You know, after like it's like this deck always sets up like a 2-drop, like a Ursula, 3-drop like Prince John, or Ariel, or 4-drop Muses. The Muses bounce control is a deck that this.
So I definitely can see it like as a stock color being a C tier, but I see Eddie's point, like big brain, really good pilot can make it look like a B tier deck.
Yeah,
but
we'll move it around if we get to it.
Color, I do think it goes in C.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I don't think it goes higher than C.
All right, so we agree on C. We could possibly move it to lower B once we get some more colors in here, but to start off, we'll leave it at C.
I think it's just way too slow for this meta right now too. So
blue red.
Blue red. I think it's in best.
I think it's a best deck. Yeah.
I think it's best deck.
No, I think it's a best deck. Should we rename this?
It's a top 3.
I already have my top 4 deck from right
The Candio, Aggro, Amber still runs it over. A green purple can run it over.
I don't know, Cesar. What do you think? You think the Candios, Amber Steel runs it over?
I haven't played against it too much, honestly. I don't know.
No, it does.
I don't think it should, in my opinion. But
I saw some of the gameplay, and the guy inked the Vitalosphere over the popsicle, and that made a huge difference.
Yeah.
Because like if he gets Vitalosphere for rush, I'm like that could have been whole switch. So I did see a few misplays from the blue red player.
So I think it's very tight.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how does this go
CCS
against
final?
like DKP, Dinkham family? Like I'm not saying the other guy is not like. I mean, obviously the other guy's really good too. But like I'm saying, like let's say Dinkham family with no misplays. Like how does that fare? Does the Candio go 2-0 against him? I don't know.
Did the Candio win against him? Didn't they play?
Yeah, well, yeah. The Candio played blue red in the CCS 10K final, and he cooked them 2-0.
No, but we're talking about.
I think your daisies, like 80% of the time never miss.
Well, yeah, that one on the play, yeah, he went triple daisy. That's
I mean, come on, bro, he went triple daisy.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying too.
Anyone that
Like,
goes triple daisy.
you can't consider that a play.
if you're blue red on the draw, yeah.
Like you can't build a deck and be like, I'm gonna get triple daisies against blue red.
Bro, no.
But
that's not real, right?
I think.
You didn't go triple daisies. You went just on her.
No, but the 2-drop Jorvmine. Yeah, but the 2-drop Jorvmine is a hard out for red. Like they need Maui, and some were running 2. I think.
I mean, if you're running the spies, bro, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I don't see.
You gotta have hideaways.
Yeah,
like we all know like blue red's weaknesses, right? Like that's nothing Nito is. And even then, those people that play it, they know its weaknesses, and they can still fucking 2-0 the aggro decks. Like,
is the Candio running Lawrence in his deck?
Like,
yeah, right.
I think
maybe like 1 or 2.
It's so funny, man, that I'm talking about Amber Steel more than blue red.
You guys keep talking.
Anyways, I do think it's a top deck.
Blue red, right?
Yeah, top deck.
So blue red is
I think blue red A.
we
move to A, and then we see what's above it, and then it could possibly move up.
Really?
I definitely do not think it's an A.
I don't think there's many decks better than red.
Yeah, no, it's top decks.
All right, fine. We're gonna leave it there, and we're gonna see what else.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, not real.
Not really.
The hell is that?
Emerald Ruby. Chris.
Bro, you don't know about
Ember.
Hey, I had meant to hit up
Emerald
Chris.
Ruby.
I've been playing that deck since tier 1, and to just give me an update, to record like his updated one, and then just send it to me and have an updated one. I was supposed to do that for this month, man. It would have been perfect. I'll see what happens.
It's a sleeper, guys.
Yeah, he does good with it, but
you're gonna have that one person that's just gonna go red green evasive craziness. Hey, you know what? They'll probably have a good chance.
It's a sleeper, dude.
Hit up that guy from Xander's that won the set chance that time.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. That's what Hector was saying. Yeah.
So can we agree on not real?
He'll be a sleeper. I think like someone that's been playing it since tier 1 is gonna do good with it. Since set 1 is gonna do good with it.
I agree with that.
It's not real, right? I think we all agree.
I agree.
If you go against it in a tournament, you're like, what's life?
Let's say, can someone build something decent out of this? Yes, but as of right now, is it not real? It's not real.
Bro, let's cook one up right now.
Don't challenge me, man.
All right, this one.
Yeah, next.
Okay, sure, I guess there was a LCQ. You said a B?
I say it's a B.
That is crazy.
It's so fast. It's aggro.
I put it like at the top of C.
In C, but better than green yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. I can agree better than green yellow.
Bottom of B, like the last deck of B, because this deck also on curve is stupid good.
Yeah.
Like broken, bro.
It really is. Like
God, bro. Daisy with Ward, and then like, oh my God, and the Anna, and like, oh, that thing is nasty.
We'll
Daisy,
see.
Weasel, Alice.
We'll see what we put in B, and then
Banner.
Yeah,
You're crying.
Curve. They're one of those curve.
Bro, James saw me lose to this deck.
I saw that deck too. That deck is nasty.
I went against this deck too, and I was like, oh dang, this one's going fast.
The Ward high lore characters is a problem.
Bro, this guy on me saw like 5 Rapunzels.
There you go.
Like how?
Because he brings them back, bro. Recursion. Anyways, we could put it at.
He went. I forgot what he went. He had some other character, Alice. Then he went swing with the Alice and the other character. Play the Sven on 4. Stand my Alice. Yeah, I'm gonna do this next turn too. Like no.
I think it's cool. I think it's a cool deck. I can see it in top of C or bottom of B.
Is it the best aggro deck?
No.
That's what the Zen was talking about, right? In his podcast, he's like, okay, it's an aggro deck. Now we have to put in the aggro category. How good is it compared to the other aggro decks?
Exactly.
I don't think so.
And that's why I don't think it's the best aggro deck either.
Yeah. So
that's why it probably belongs in C. Maybe
top C, low B. We'll see what we put in B, and we might move it.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
We agree here with C.
Yeah.
Alright.
Top of C.
Hyper aggro. Yellow purple.
Yellow purple.
The lemon lime and the
Yeah, definitely better than this.
sapphire for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Definitely better.
Yeah. With the
I feel like that hyper aggro will always just be B. It can never be like higher. It can never be lower because
I don't know. Yeah, right. It's just one of those where like it has its free win matchups, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It has its free win matchups and it has its like free lose matchups. It's just like always a B.
Right when you go sit down and you go against Steel, you're like, all right, this is gonna be rough.
Yeah, I go against
the whole entire meta.
Anything other than Steel, I think it has a chance.
It's a Steel meta right now, boys.
Honestly, though, I will say this as someone that played like Tink and Ram 2 Grabbers versus that. It's not as free for Steel. It's not as super free for Steel.
RB eats Steel. What do you mean?
Huh?
He said he's
Steel meta, but RB is the best deck. So it's an RB meta.
No, because there's a lot of Steel decks going around.
It's best decks.
Yeah. No, it's top decks. I put top decks. But dude, you do realize blue red eats Steel decks. So if it's a Steel meta, red blue's gonna do good.
And we're all playing the wrong stuff. I'm going to red blue.
Is this step 4?
So we agree B.
Yeah.
There's only one version of this list, right? I mean, there's a mid range, but kind of dookie.
Oh, there's
the mid range is like
the Fossa. The Fossa version.
Fossa, not real.
Earl Meister came out with one that was like mid-rangey.
Yeah, I would say Fossa would probably be right here, somewhere right here.
That Fossa, like, remember, was it I think Josh Poltra, the one who won Atlanta DLC? That version was spicy.
Yeah, that shit, but that don't work no more.
Yeah, different times. Yeah, Brawl's a thing. Brawl's a thing.
All right, purple Steel. This one's spicy. Dude, I've been testing a lot, bro, and I'm surprised this did not.
Wait. Before we say anything, I just want to see where Eddie and Carlos right now they would put it, and then we'll give our non-biased take.
Go for it,
Eddie.
Me first or Carlos? I think Carlos. Let Carlos first.
Nah, bro, you're the purple Steel master now.
Okay, purple Steel. It's I guess it's tough. I never really thought about it compared to every other deck. If it's
what you have to think about. What do you mean?
I just play it because it's just my play style. Honestly, I love it.
Okay, first say what version of purple Steel you think is best.
I think the aggro version right now is the best. That's my take. I like the aggro version more than the mid-range version. I would say the aggro version is a top deck. It'll eat blue red. But the mid-range is an A.
Okay, so aggro you think is better than blue red? Into the meta, or I get it can eat it, but
in that matchup, that matchup.
Okay.
Into the meta, yeah, I think it could beat any deck. Like I've been testing it a lot.
So you think better?
I'm beating. Okay, it's like it'll beat or has a good chance in the blue red matchup. Has a good chance in the purple red matchup. It's tough against Amber Steel, specifically the classic Steel Song version. So because it had favored in like 2 of the top 3 or top 4, I think it's considerable because it can outrace, it can out tempo like the more popular Ruby decks, and and it has enough like recursion like with like Fox Crab to outpace the faster decks. And it can beat most aggro decks. It does have time against like the mid range. Yeah, it has tough time against like the mid range control. Like but it has a fair chance. It has a fair fight against Amber Steel. That's why I think it has a pretty good matchup against most of the top decks. I don't know what the best deck is. I don't.
Well, right now we have this, right? So would you put it on the top or on the bottom of blue red?
Where do you put in the
No, yeah. It's not as popular as blue red. So
we're not talking about popular. We're talking about better.
Where does it go on the tier list?
Here, I'm gonna ask you the question: Purple Steel aggro, which you think is the best Purple Steel. Where do you think it goes? Above blue red? Below blue red? A?
If it's like looking at everything, I would put top of A.
Top of A. Okay.
Top of A.
What about mid range?
Carlos.
Mid range for me would be like the bottom of A or top of B.
Okay. And then is there another version?
No, those are the main. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like I like to me, it has a good matchup to beat the top decks, or it has the opportunity to beat top decks, but I don't consider it a top deck.
Okay. Carlos?
I'm the opposite of Eddie. I prefer the mid-range version, and I think that's better than the aggro version. But I don't like aggro.
Well, because you should beat the aggro version, right? That's probably why you think it's better.
That too. Yeah. But yeah, I think they would both go in A.
Okay.
But like the mid-range, the top of A maybe. Like mid to top, and then the aggro, the bottom of A. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Purple Steel since set 1, and it's always been the mid range. Except for the time at Seattle where Hector made me play the aggro version.
Hey, he said it like it was a bad thing.
You almost talked, bro. Yeah,
I know. Like, yeah,
you're one match.
It just caught so many people off guard. Like they were not expecting. They were not expecting global location John Silver. Like, yeah, but what the hell?
Also, yeah, that version was like a more location version than mid range or aggro.
Yeah, it was just like I would get to like 4 ink, and I'm like, this is all I really need. I was like inking most of the time, like Beast and like Elsa's, like it's because I was just getting so high up on lore so fast, it didn't matter. So yeah, but no, yeah, I think the mid range version is just better, and even then, it's mid range, but your first like 1, 2, 3 drop are like double questers for the most part. Like you got Smee, and then you got Tinkerbell, and then on 4 you can do the Genie. And then that's just gonna get you so much lore right off the bat, so it can out aggro still the like you can still get ahead against blue red, which is one of the mid range like harder matchups. Yeah. So like you can steal the wins.
I do like how
just by questing early. Go ahead.
I do like how any of the 1-drops replace themselves, and like he said, 2 drops me, 3 drop Tink, 4 drop Genie. Like that can still go fast against blue red. It's like go ahead, buddy. Like boom, boom, sideways. Like so it's still good. A lot of the cards replace themselves, so that's why I do like the mid range one too, because I feel like it can go fast as well. Like I don't have to play Baby Maleficent, but like that's just me. But yeah. What do you guys think about their take on A?
I was gonna say I've been playing on Fight Club recently a bit, testing my 2 decks I'm considering taking. I was automatically. I personally think Tink is cracked. I don't know how some lists are not playing it, but like it does so much for the deck. But I mean, I haven't played it. So, anyways, playing against it a lot with two different decks, I was gonna put it in A or like bottom top decks. That was me. But for right now, we'll leave it at A until we see what our top decks list looks like. Anyone else?
I think it goes in A. I like it in A.
That's good.
I think it goes in top decks.
You think it goes up, like on the upper one?
I think it goes in top decks. Maybe the last one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I can see it being top decks the last one, but I got to see the rest of the list before I decide to put it there.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt the same too. Like immediately I thought top deck, but then when we look at it all, I want top of A or potentially bottom of top deck.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think A is still top decks.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the best deck.
Yeah.
But I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't think Purple Steel is one of the best decks, but I think it's one of the top decks.
I think it was slept on. I think it was slept on a lot in EU continentals. So that's why I'm saying, like, I was testing in Fight Club, bro, and I played against like four. I was playing like 4 or 5 of them back to back, and like every game was like a close game because their one drops, like I would take out their one drops and they're just recursions. Like you can't, like, I think it has a lot going for it. That's why I'm saying, like, maybe if it gets refined a little bit more and like under a really skilled player, like I do see it being bottom of top decks. So
honestly, like I've been playing it for the last couple weeks, just testing different builds, and like the one of the hardest matchups I've had has just been like Feel Song, and I'm like, and I know we were talking about it recently, and it was just like, you know, like this deck should be eating up Steel Song. Like it really doesn't, because Steel Song will kill your 1-drop, 2-drop, your 1-drop, and sometimes your 2-drops, depending. You know, if they go Vanessa, and then they'll just like strength on 3 or whatever. Yeah, like it doesn't matter. So it's just like it eats your 1-drops so easily. It go on the draw, but on the play, it's a little easier. So most of the time I'm splitting on the 2-game format. But yeah, like Steel Song is just because it controls your board. It's just a little more difficult. It's
And I'll say that's why I like the aggro version, because it has Fire the Kings, it has Befuddle.
I think you could fit those in the mid range. I don't think it's wrong to put those in the mid range.
Other than Befuddle, but
I was playing the Fire the Cannons. I was playing three of those, and like it's still just hard, bro. Like you're trying to put out a board, and
I think Amber Steel Song is favored into Blue Steel.
Yeah,
I mean into Amber Steel.
I like Diablo on turn 1.
Yeah.
You let the Storm Rage my Diablo. That's fine.
I mean, without skipping.
Why do you like them to? They have that issue, right, with purple, like they do in purple red. You draw with Chernobog, you draw with Diablo, you get your recursion, you draw with Genie, they whole new world you.
Yeah, that's the issue. Too.
Well, that's why you gotta That's why you gotta have like Calhoun, and then turn 3 you gotta like.
Oh yeah, you have Calhoun on 2 or it's over.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing about Purple Steel, though. It has the best 2-drops. It has Smee and Calhoun. Like no other deck.
Well, every steel deck has those.
Well, no, but not every steel deck runs like a 4 and 4.
Yeah,
like
not every steel deck plays Calhoun.
I agree, but they have access to it.
Right now in Purple Steel, you go 4 Calhouns,
bro. Yeah, like a good Steel Song player. A good Steel Song player will just wait out their stuff. Like I played one, and he was just like, I'm not even gonna quest. He gets to like 5-6 ink, just sets up his board, just wipes my board after, and then he just goes.
That's why I'm saying Steel Song can play 2 to 3 daisies, because you don't really care to see it. The only matchup you want to see it early is blue red. Every other matchup, if you will into it and then drop 3 daisies, it's so freaking brutal. Like most decks cannot deal with that. So I think dropping them later is better than dropping them early.
We're more on the Amber Steel topic. We should stay on the Amber Steel topic, and like we just keep talking about Amber Steel, and we'll just.
So I mean, that's fine. So in my opinion, the reason why Purple Steel, it can't be, because Carlos mentioned it, that he's losing against Amber Steel, and the reason for that is because I think Amber Steel is the best steel deck. And no other steel deck's gonna be there. Like this steel deck is favored into all steel decks, and that's why it makes it like the top contender for top decks.
Yeah.
Like Cindy singing "Let the Storm Rage" is broken. The Vanessa singing Along Came Zeus is broken. The Ariel singing 85 cost song is broken. Like it's just
Gaston.
like, dude, it's like defying.
bro.
Like
The
it's technically
Gaston that
breaking the
doesn't get
rules.
outed by Brawl is broken.
It's literally breaking the rules. Like that's what their card effects say. Naveen breaks the rules. Cindy Singer 3. The Singer 3 is costing 5. Like it's just breaking the rules. Like Vanessa singing Along Came Zeus is the nastiest. Oh my gosh, I can just go on tantrum about it. But that deck is so broken.
It's so good. Like even then, like Blue Steel used to be kind of favored into it.
Yeah, it stopped being like 2 sets ago.
It
It stopped being like 2 sets ago, bro.
Yeah, but like
it's like Cogsworth does counter.
No, it doesn't. It's too slow now, bro. It's too slow. You can't. You don't have a chance to play Cogsworth anymore.
No, it does though. Like if they didn't go Burr and you drop.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
they're crying, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
against traditional non-burr steel song, it counters it. But the thing is, people are cutting costs because it is slow.
Traditional steel song, and you don't go like double daisy, like Blue Steel. I think it can go 50-50.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be a good one. Yeah,
but it's not just daisy, right? It's Lawrence.
Yeah. In your deck.
Yeah, there's a lot of problem cards. The reason why it's bad is because like I've been saying it. Like I'm surprised Dre didn't like play Lawrence in Vegas. Like I was telling him, dude, Lawrence is broken. Like I remember playing in Texas against it as Blue Steel and they dropped Lawrence. I'm like, bro, this is a problem. I remember playing Blue Red and playing against Lawrence. I'm like, dude, this is a problem. Like Lawrence is a good card, bro. And I kept telling him, I said, bro, put Lawrence in your deck. Like it helps with your aggro and it's a problem for almost any deck. Like even if they spend a resource to make it weaker, like it's still a problem. Like they were spending that resource just to make it weaker. And if they shoot it to make it weaker or crash into it and don't finish it, then it activates your Rapunzel. So like I mean it's just But so I would put it as the top deck.
Like in a higher power level than Blue Red right now.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the variations, right? Because there's a few.
So Steel Song, I would put it right here.
Top.
My opinion.
Like a classic Steel Song, right?
Yeah.
Classic Steel Song. 4 Vanessas.
4 Vanessas. We're talking about some Lawrences, some Daisies, because Daisies that's run in classic Steel Song. Yeah, it's me. Like I think it's right.
Are you doing Robin Hood package?
No.
No? Are you doing Lilo? Are you doing Simba?
I think Lilo fits in the classic Steel Song now. In my opinion.
No, I don't think so. No.
You guys
classic Steel Song too, right?
Yeah, Daisy and Lilo are fitting in, bro. You guys are underestimating the fact that you can wheel now with 2-3 cards in hand and not feel bad. Like that's what Lilo brings to the table. And then after that, if you start running low on resources, you can just start presenting Lilo 2 or 3 of them on the board and they have to deal with it while you gather your resources back on hand. Like Lilo is such a good card. I was talking smack about it, but it's such a good card in Amber Steel only. I don't think it's good in any other deck. Just Amber Steel alone, it brings out the power level of that card.
Yep.
Are you doing 4 Lilo?
No, I wouldn't say 4. I'd say 3 or 3 is fine. 2 or 3.
2 is really solid.
Just asking for a friend.
Doc Aggro, we're talking about the Candio. I think it's still a top deck. It'd be like on the lower end.
That Diggity, right?
I agree with the lower end.
And full on aggro, I think it's like top A. That's just me though.
The bird.
I think the Candio's like Doc, like, but it still has some control aspect. Goes into like the lower of the best decks, and then the traditional goes over Blue Red in the best decks.
Yeah.
And then James version goes in A.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I said.
James, what's your take? Because you made day 2 with the Burr version.
Right now the Burr the problem is the purple steel. Purple steel just destroys the deck. So if you run into that,
aggro,
not in
the aggro.
Carlos's eyes.
No, he's saying the full on aggro. The full on aggro.
No, it's like the blue version. Yeah.
Purple steel eats the aggro version.
You can still run Baloo and Steel Song, but that's just straight aggro. Yeah, the purple steel's a problem. Yeah. You also have
in the mirror too, right? Like in the mirror, like a
the mirror is terrible because Hector was saying, Vanessa's singing all the songs she can sing, and Cinderella just a problem.
Yeah,
dude, like James and Ethan like money match, right? And James, I saw him pull out the Burr version, and I know Ethan was on the regular Steel Song. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is about to be a freaking bloodbath. I was like, James,
that's not fair, bro. That's not
fair.
Yeah,
bro.
Did you get clapped, James?
James, by the end of it.
You got clapped?
That's a donation to the Ethan.
Yeah, that's a donation to the Naveen pod.
He pays for half of his LCQ. No, 1/4. I forgot LCQ tickets. More
That's okay. I always get my clap back. So
he's just
bro.
So we agree with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on because we are getting.
Yeah. Classic Steel Songs, best deck. Number one.
Decandio version against that red blue Decandio version.
Which one wins?
You think it's past red blue?
Blue red.
Really?
If it's the Candio version, yes. If it's the wheel version, I think RB has a really good chance.
No, like RB still beats it, but I think overall throughout the whole decks, like Steel Song's still like.
Yeah, Steel Songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking about like these against each other. We're just talking about in general.
Yeah.
I think overall, Steel Songs.
Yeah. I think the Candio's list is a little bit lower, but that's just me. I can see it being above blue red too. I don't mind that. All right. So we'll go back to the bottom. Blurple. We'll move on a little bit quicker. I personally think would be like higher B.
Top of B.
I was about to say low B.
Definitely.
I think it's better than Hyper Aggro.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Honestly, you can go anywhere in B. It's fair.
So like I like Blurple against like some steel decks. A tough time against Ruby decks. But it's like it can outpace like Ruby Amethyst.
Yeah. Once again with the recursion, it's so bad. Like I played against I was like going undefeated with the green steel list I was testing, and I played purple red, and they're the Blurple, and they're the only one that beat me. And like I just was struggling the whole time.
It just has a pretty good matchup against steel. That's why.
Yeah, and then even against blue red, like I played
a really good tempo deck too. Like it's just nice tempo. So the thing with the blue pro is like very pilot based because if it, like it can go blue or it can go purple.
Yeah.
And then like they have to see what they're facing. I know my route. If that type of player, that's scary.
Yeah.
Like Blurple's always been super. Blue just amplifies the purple cards, like in a Blurple deck.
Yeah. So I think top B. We agree.
Cesar was playing Cell, and then you have that extra ink, and then purple has one of the best one drops. Like,
bro,
you play Cell, extra ink, play Chernobog, like that's so.
Yeah,
good,
I see some of these lists that James are sending, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Abuse the one drops. This deck has like one drop, like best one drops, and you don't want to sell.
This deck, and I'm not even gonna say it, but he figured it out.
Yeah, you don't want to one drop, then play Cell to ramp, and then play another one drop that same turn. Like that's crazy. And then turn 3. You could drop 3 one drops if you want. And you could recur them. Like it's so dumb, dude. Like I struggled.
You can ramp to play multiple ones instead of ramping to play big stuff. Like you just like ramp so you can play next turn 3 one.
And then draw while you're questing. Like it's dumb.
Like 3 of those.
I'm telling you, I played blue red against this. I beat it, but it still was not like, dude, this was a walk in the park. Like this deck is like. It's like I can see it doing good in continentals, like against someone that's just practicing like crazy this deck. I can see it doing good, like so.
Yeah. Honestly, I wanted to try it. I wanted to test it, but I get too techy and I get too spicy, and my team wants me to play something else, so I'm not able to play it. But
yeah. No, that's the thing with this deck. It's not like a toolbox deck. Yeah.
What's the next deck though?
The Artifact Special. I do think it's a top deck.
Best deck.
I think it's an A.
Best deck.
Wow.
It's a
I'm not gonna say much about it.
I think it's top A.
There's no way it's an A. There's no way it's an A.
I think top A. Top A or last A. Or last top.
I think it's the fastest tempo deck.
Yeah.
Without being, I think borderline. It's like the fastest. Mid-range deck, basically. In a way, it's weird.
Right?
Yeah, I would put it right here. That's my take.
Yes, I think it's the worst of the best decks.
Yeah.
That or top of A.
No, I would not put it in top of A. I would not put it in the top of A. Even if we bring this up, I would put it right here. Like this will not go in A. That's my opinion.
But so you assume it's better than Purple Steel?
Yes, I don't assume. I think it's a fact. Yeah.
I think Purple Steel's better.
Purple Steel beats
it. It will beat it. Yeah, it will beat it. I don't think it's better.
Purple Steel can get clapped by a good purple red player, and purple green still claps purple red, which purple red is still very popular, right?
Yeah, I think Purple Steel beats it, but purple green just has better matchups.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that. Yes.
So I agree with it being at the bottom of the best decks.
Because the thing with steel decks, other than Amber Steel Song, apparently that breaks all the rules. It's like it has the steel aspect, which steel still struggles against certain things. Which, as in purple and green, they're very like general purple is good regardless, green is good regardless, kind of thing. And as long as you piloted them correctly, steel, you can be the best steel pilot. If it's a bad steel matchup, it's a bad steel matchup. With purple and green, it's different. If you're good purple, you can make it work. If you're a good green player, you can make it work. It's kind of like they're very general, so that's why they work very well together too. Which you could only be so good with a steel deck because you're still playing steel, which is a very specific color that can die to some colors. Unless you Amber Steel song and break all the laws of physics, but that's a whole.
I mean, let's be honest. It should have won EU. So.
Yeah. I mean, I guess card for card, purple green has really good cards that just makes the tempo, version I think really consistent, and I think for that reason it is top deck because it's very consistent, more consistent I would say than purple steel, because steel card still needs to find its steel cards.
So if we're talking, if we're talking about
running like green, yeah.
If we're talking about EU, I would put it top, but I think as of right now it stands below all these because decks are now teching for it.
And can we agree that against Amber Steel Song, yes, people say it has a good matchup, but that Cloud Kicker in the Amber Steel matchup, I've seen Artifacts, man, like he'll against like Zan, like their singers, like just bouncing their singers.
Bounce everything. Yeah,
it's so good, bro. It's
Kit's cracked right now. Kit has been cracked. Yeah. So
Kit is your brawl in Emerald.
Yeah, basically. It's your tempo.
So I like the deck. I actually use one of my options. Purple Steel and Purple Green are one of my options for LCQ.
Put it back. And I went against this Maleficent staff version recently.
Nah, bro, don't start. Bro, that right here. I got you.
That's all I'll say. And that's all I'll say.
I got you. That's where that goes. That's where that goes.
We'll end it there.
Yeah. They kicked. It was.
Green Steel.
What is that?
Green Steel.
Green Steel? Ooh, I want to hear this bias right now. Let's go, Danny.
Danny, Cesar, you guys go first.
You go, Danny.
I've been trying it, and it's been doing okay, but I think it's in a B. I don't.
Oh wow.
Ooh wow. I think
it's high. It's high B.
Let the man talk.
Actually, it's either gonna be high B or lowest A, because into purple steel, it's just once they're able to out your 1-drops, 2-drops, your Diablos, it just feels like it just falls off. And then they start dropping more genies after you already used your removal to get rid of the first couple genies. And it just feels really rough. Into the green-purple matchup, it's the same thing. Like, you can sustain for a cool minute, but once the third genie comes down and you're like, I've outed so many of these already.
Genie is the problem against Green Steel for sure.
Yeah. I would put it at the bottom of A. That's where I would put it.
Yeah, bottom A, top B.
Danny's just trying to get a bait for the most views. He's like, hey, dude, did you hear Danny? Dude, he put his green steel and beats here. You have to watch it, bro. I promise you, he said that. He said beats here.
Would I take it? I would take it just because I'm comfortable with it, but I would still put it right here.
You guys think purple steel is better than green steel?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I would take purple steel over green steel just because style-wise. I think actually they're very close.
I think they're very close. So we're talking about the two builds, right? The normal build, I would put it right here. The dock maybe can go a little bit above. I don't think it's top decks. Like I would put this at the bottom of top decks before green steel.
I honestly feel like the dog build is gonna be the regular build from now on.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
And I like that the discard package does work into Steel Song, into the RB, into RP. But there's so many decks that are going wide: purple steel, green purple, the Candio version of.
I think a good green purple player for sure.
And because of that, the discard takes too long to take effect, and their hands already gone, so it's like, shit.
That's why you play more muses.
No, yeah. But I've always been on 3. Yeah, I still think the discard version is going more discard in green steel is the way to go. I think swaying away from that is making all your matchups worse. Whether you're still doing dock with more discard or regular morph with no discard. I mean, the way I classify it right now, I mean, I'm leaking stuff, but I classify the only 2 real decks of green steel is morph package, full discard, or dock, full discard. And I wouldn't even call it full dock. I don't like going full dock.
And I believe the morph is the secondary build.
Yeah, I don't think you play
there's too much.
I don't think you play happy.
Yes, I agree with the steel, but if it goes off with the shift into beast, like it's still too broken, bro. Like beast gets so much value on 3.
I think
if you're going against a steel deck and you get the morph shift line, they had to have bombed on no freaking removal at all. Yep, that's fair.
It's gonna go back. It's gonna go back to my argument. What really changed in Amber Steel this set from last set? What cards came in?
In Amber Steel?
Regular Amber Steel song.
I mean,
daisies. No.
That was already in. That was already in, right? Yeah, that was already in.
Lilo.
So just Lilo, basically, right?
Calhoun.
Calhoun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we added Calhoun and Lilo, right? Calhoun doesn't really affect the green steel matchup that much. Sure, you can't kill it, but that's about it. And the Lilo also doesn't really affect the green steel matchup. I guess if you discard it, sure, they get a little bit more value. So why are we so scared of that matchup when we weren't scared of it last set? That's my biggest takeaway.
Cesar, I have a response to that. I don't even play those 2 decks. Okay, so Ursula on 2-drop, right?
Yeah, but they already did that before, right? They did that prior.
Okay, hear me out. They were not. Along Came Zeus was not last format.
They didn't have it as heavy.
There were 0 copies of Along Came Zeus last
were they?
format. Yeah, no. That is a new card in this format. It's a new card.
I don't think they were at 0, were they?
No. They were at 0, bro.
They were running it. Letting the storm.
So now when you go to 3-drop Ursula and they team with Vanessa, Along Came Zeus, that's so crucial, bro.
Yeah, you look at the Seattle. Look at Seattle, right? None of the green steel decks had Zeus.
No, I'm not talking about green steel. I'm talking about Amber Steel. I think they were running 1 or 2. Was the second place not running Zeus? I thought he was on 1 or 2.
No, they were not playing Along Came Zeus last format. At least consistently 85% of the decks, right? Now every Amber Steel is a mandatory. How Eddie's been talking a staple. That's a huge difference. Ursula singing Along Came Zeus on turn 3 is a huge difference for green steel specifically, because that makes your 3-drop irrelevant, and your 3-drop was one of your strongest drops.
But we weren't dropping Ursula on 3. I wasn't. I was dropping Pete on 3 against Amber Steel.
How's the curve?
Against Amber Steel, I would want to shift Diablo, Cove if I have it right, but that's a two of you can't plan for that. 2 Ursula, 3 Pete. Then my Pete is my singer to counteract their Cindy if I already didn't kill it with Diablo. And then 4, I would drop either Prince John, or I wouldn't really drop. I mean, you could drop Ursula too, but I wouldn't, or I would go double Pete. I would go Pete. You play to the board.
More outs to Diablo too naturally by putting Along Came Zeus as well,
yeah,
right? So they have more natural outs too. I don't know, man. I think it's rough for Green Steel.
Yeah, because Naveen will too.
Amber Steel's favored, but I don't think Green Steel's as good at it as they had it before because of that.
Yeah,
I don't think it was easy against Amber Steel. I wasn't saying that. I think it was a 50-50, and I still think it's a 50-50.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about it we're scared of Amber Steel, completely that's our worst matchup. I don't think so.
Well, what I do like about Amber Steel, which is I guess why Green Steel belongs there in the A's, because it has a weight against Blue Red. But right now Green Steel's kind of still struggling against Blue Red.
Yeah, 100%. They're the blue red.
Go burr. You're not on merfolks and stuff, so it's not gonna go burr.
So
and green got a lot of weapons, purple green, to fight against Green Steel, which used to be its bad matchup. So Green Steel didn't get it didn't get a lot of help from the way that decks evolved.
Yeah.
Right.
The reason, we'll move on because not that many. We'll move on because we're getting close on time. The reason why it's out of meta, in my opinion, is because of Genie alone. That's it. That alone is ruining the green steel matchup, or the green steel placement in the meta. Genie alone, whether it's Genie in purple steel, Genie in green purple, Genie in any red purple, Genie alone is messing it up, and that's why it's not as favored in the meta.
Yeah, it's forcing us to run more cards now to try to out just this Genie, because once he sticks, he just sticks.
Oh yeah, you guys struggle against the Genie.
Yeah, it's a Genie. It's what it is. If Genie wasn't printed green steel, it'd probably be up here still.
Or if it didn't have 4 life.
I guess if it didn't have 4 life,
it would have been solid.
Yeah, 2/4 is pretty crap.
Because even then,
4-drop uninkable. That's the funny thing. It's so late, but it's not, right?
Yeah.
It's the best tempo card.
So I would put it right here. That's where I would put it.
The bottom of it.
Bottom of it, yeah.
All right.
Ruby Steel, not real. that's me.
Yeah, I would say maybe.
That could be a time saver. We can save time on that one.
Yeah, Ruby Steel.
It's on the bottom tier, just not real,
Watch me win a set chat with it though.
Go for it. Do it.
hey, not real decks can win.
That's that ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a set chance. You can win. Blue Steel.
Yeah.
We'll let the Blue Steel player.
Hector, the floor is yours.
I knew it was gonna come down to this, man. Oh my god. Well, Danny had to do it, so I guess I have to do it too, right? All right, let's see. It's definitely a little more consistently better than Blurple. I'm gonna put it on top of B.
That's crazy.
I honestly think it beats Green Steel.
No, that's crazy too.
What? I think it's above Green Steel, below Red.
Honestly, I think it beats Green Steel too. Right now.
Yeah, I mean, it should. It should. Yeah, it should. But
it beats Green Steel.
I don't think it's better. I don't think Green Steel is better. I don't think it's better into the meta. Me, my placement, I also play Blue Steel. I would put it right here.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I didn't. I really was finding out the whole bias thing. Yeah, if it's an A, I'll put it as the worst deck of A. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, if we're talking about wheel, right here. Talking about no wheel.
You know the thing though, I don't want to.
Right.
Let's just say this. It's coming along at the right time, and the right players know it. But it's like it's there. I wouldn't like.
Yeah, that's why I would put it at the bottom right.
Do you expect to see it? Do you expect to see it at the LCQ?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. I hope people are not expecting to see it.
I do.
No, I would. I mean, you saw, was it Adam topped with it? That was a spicy list.
What I like about Blue Steel though, when you're building all your other decks, the top decks, right, in A, you should not build it around Blue Steel, because it is out of the top decks the most unreal, which is where it gets its edge when it does face I faced the one I didn't think I was gonna face one, which is fair if you don't build it for it, right? Like you have to be consistent. You have to build Amber Steel, Blue Red, Purple Green, Purple Red before you even think Blue Steel matchup, right? Like so, but that's why it has that little edge. I personally think it's better than Purple Steel and Green Steel. But I think consistently as a basis and the way like the players and everything is figured out, I can put it on the bottom of A for sure. How I personally feel with the deck is not how it's in the meta, so I understand.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it going either here or here. I don't think it would go here though. Let me repeat that answer to that question that Eddie asked. Do I think it's going to be in LCQs? I think so, because people are always going to take random stuff to LCQs. I do think it will have a little bit of showing in continentals. That's what I meant to say yes to.
Okay.
Blue green.
Not real.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's not.
I'll put it somewhere right here.
It's under hyper aggro for sure. Above the lemon.
Oh man, I hate how those decks have some win cons against some other decks. They just can't do anything about it. But it's just like, this is one of the things that Cesar was talking about, like that cheesy stuff. I think it was like called last set, right, in the Goons episode. If you guys haven't checked it out, holiday business, make sure you guys check that out in the video. But the Goons episode where you guys said how like cheesy is gonna work sometimes, you know, obviously gonna work but like cheesy, and this is one of those things that it can't be too low, because when it does do its cheesiness, it's so broken. Yeah. It's one of the most broken cheesy lines. Yeah. But it's like that purple yellow. It's just like it's always just gonna be like, if it didn't work, did it not? Did you resolve it? Did you not? Did you bend this will? Did you not? Like,
yeah.
Did you aerial OTK? Did you not?
Did you Clarabelle for 7? Did you not? Like that, it's just like there because it just does that one cheesy thing. So did you do it or did you not? It can't go too bottom, because if it does it, it's here, and if it doesn't do it, it's, you know what I mean? It's just right there.
It's like a slower control deck, right? The best versions are the control versions, right? And you just kind of ramp, control, or like, you know, or do your OTK combo, right, with aerial, right? It's cheesy, but sometimes cheesy can work. Is it consistent? That's really where I think it's not on par with the top decks. It's just not as consistent as the other top decks.
Yeah. Everybody agree?
Once blue gets like an AoE removal or
should gonna be top deck, bro.
It's like a Hades hit 3.
What do you mean, bro? Let it go Hades, bro.
like a triple shot on Hades.
Honestly, like people don't see like Let It Go Hades as a straight like Maleficent Dragon Fire, and I do because sometimes like dude, I do not care. I will let it go like freaking genie.
Right.
I don't really.
Dude, that is just one ink. Like that is, I promise you, it does. It just feels like a straight like Dragon Fire Maleficent.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Well, I got Dragon Fired yesterday.
Yeah. Now I did wish Blue had a way to remove more than one character. Like they don't have a way to like spread anything, but
yeah.
That'd be broken.
Yeah, I agree with where you put it, Cesar.
Be prep with ink. That's what it needs.
Bottom of B.
Yeah, like you
imagine blue red with a B prep with ink too, bro. They just have multiple board wipes. Yeah,
it's gonna be a stun. It's gonna be like the purple Elsa.
Yeah, that would be nice though. Like a stun all their board for a turn. That'd be good.
That's nuts, bro. Just a
I mean, it's better than wiping. Like. Yeah. Even if it doesn't tap it, like let's say it just stunned, like they can't quest for the full turn. I think that would be good. Like all board can't quest for the full turn. But I see that being more in green. I would see that being more in green than blue.
Or green card.
Yeah.
That's Elsa.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can see a Sing Together song that does like 2 Let It Go, like 2 characters into the inkwell.
Everything 2 or under.
All right, what's
everything
next?
3 or under. Everything 3 or under. Cheaper, inkable, please.
What is that? What color is that? Oh, relax.
I think it's top deck.
Purple red, right? Purple red.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's in the end of top deck.
Like I've been playing a lot of purple red. I've been doing good against our red blue. I've been doing good against all of them. The only one that's rough. It's kind of still soft.
Purple green is starting to feel like 50-50, right? Like they kind of figured it out in a way. I mean, purple green's still a little bit favored, but like you can handle, like it's doable.
No, purple green is a problem for purple red. Yeah. Like specifically the like traditional purple red version of the.
I get. Yeah, you're right. It is kind of scary. Like you can't do anything about standing characters, right?
So where does it go?
They're just faster.
Other than Elsa, I guess. But whatever.
Where are we putting it? What do you guys got? Purple red players.
Right where it belongs.
You can keep up, right? Because like, what you're going, Flame and Brawl, you're going.
I think it's the worst of the best decks.
I think the only thing you're doing, I guess you can go Sisu, Shift Sisu, but
what's the most?
I want to die by that.
It's the most consistent out of all the decks in the game. It's the default. I'm gonna do something every turn, and I'm gonna ink while ink play something, ink play something. And eventually you get to that mid-range late game where Ruby cards take over. It's just you go toe-to-toe with your purple cards, or you threaten the Flynn Sisu aggro package, if that line comes up. And then you just transition to your late game mid-range control, which is like, B Prep or Shark or, Maleficent or Madame Bounce. It's always the same consistent, game plan.
So where would we put it? Hector already said
end of top. Hot take, I think Maui Shark is horrible in the purple red deck. But that's just...
in the regular one, yeah.
Trying it. Yeah.
And burn that shit's cracked.
Exactly.
I think it would go in the top of A.
True.
So regular RP, where would we put it? I got 2 bottom of. Oh, I got 1 top A, 1 bottom of top decks.
Who said top A?
Bottom of top deck.
Carlos said.
I say top A.
Carlos said bottom
because
top A.
like looking at this whole list, I mean, Blue Steel Blue Steel doesn't have a bad matchup to it. Green Steel doesn't have a bad matchup to it. Purple Steel doesn't have a bad matchup to it. Purple Green favored. Steel Song
Purple Steel has a bad matchup to it.
I don't think the mid range does.
I think Crispy, Ethan, Kenny will gladly play Purple Steels all day.
Agreed.
Yeah, they would.
But I would also like to play Purple Red. That's the thing. Like I don't feel bad against it. But the thing is, I've also played the deck, and I've played against Purple Red so much that I know how the play lines go. So I know what I need to do to win. Like
I'll take that money match, dude.
I'll put it right here. I agree. I agree
I'll
with the
show you how
bottom.
to play Purple Steel, Eddie. I'll show you how to play it. It's fine.
Money match live.
Let's go. I'll put it. I'll put it at the bottom of top decks. That's what I would put it at.
Yeah.
Right, I think there's four big contenders for top decks, and I think it's these four.
Yes, and I'm glad because those are my top four of the meta. Like that's my 4 decks. I had 4 decks. Those are the top 4.
Burn. If it's burn, are you?
If it's burn, probably right here. Top of A?
Nah.
Bro, it's a steel meta, bro. You see this? You see what A is? You see what A is? Steel, steel, steel. Like
it goes up. It goes.
I think burn is.
It could go somewhere. It could go somewhere right here.
Better. I'll say it's better than blue steel.
Yeah, the burn I think better than blue steel, but that's about it.
I don't. I think it's right here. That's just me. Burn. I think.
Yeah,
I think
and like
blue...
traditional purple red. I think felt pretty favored against the burn version.
Yeah. A lot of things have to go right in the burn, or it can be like Jesus, like lost.
No. Yeah. Alrighty.
You drop in Comic-Con, you better have been ahead of Lord, or you just never gonna get there. Period. Like I don't care.
Right.
I'm just
mustard.
Red. We're talking red Fossa, right?
Yeah, we're talking Fossa.
Talking Milan triple shot, bro.
Well, we'll talk. We'll let Hector decide. Hector, what you got?
Hector, you made a video about
so
this.
I'll say this. This is the deck that I believe is so broken into purple. It's just so good into purple. I think it's a really good tempo deck. I still believe it's a good way to climb out of the LCQs. I am down to go against blue red, purple green, purple red, purple steel, green steel, blue steel. I am confident that deck beats all of those decks, but there's one problem that top deck all the way in the top left corner, amber steel, is the thing that's kind of holding me back. But you see, like those 3 decks in the best decks and those 3 decks in the A tier, I am confidently with Amber Ruby that it can like consistently a good player, like especially in Surprise LCQ, can clap them. Where do I think it belongs? I think it belongs at bottom of A, but I do believe it's like better consistently than all the ones in B, and I think it belongs there. Yeah, and I'm something I really wanted to take, but I know I failed. It didn't go that well once. It has auto losses like Blurple, blue green. So the theory with that deck is you have to win early, because if you put yourself in position to go against the people that have lost, which is a weird decks, you lost. But if you win early and start going against purple reds, purple greens, blue reds, then you should have a good time.
Yeah, so. I agree with that. I think it goes bottom of A, top of B. I like played like one match yesterday with it against Steel Song, because the guy was like, yeah, this deck just has a really bad match with Steel Song. I'm like, let me test it. Dude, he opened up kind of cracked. He went Cindy turn 1, Ursula turn 2, turn 3 Ariel. I just put characters down to get rid of his songs, right? But by turn 4 I went Eric, turn 5 I went Eric. He goes grab, I clear his singers, and then I just come back from that. He was like 13 lower ahead, and I just took it over from there. Like nice. The deck has really good comeback. Like once you get to your top, you're like 6 ink, you're like solid, just because you're dropping you're dropping the big bodies. Because I was playing like Eurolist, it was just like the 6-drop toolbox, which is technically a 4-drop if you have Gaston on board. Yeah, it was just, it's really good. I agree. I think it's bottom of A and like top of B. It can really.
I think it's like 100% the best sleeper deck.
I agree. Yeah.
Does everyone agree with this?
Yeah.
I personally would put it right here.
I think top B.
Yeah, bro. I'm about to money match you, Cesar, bro. I'll clap your cheeks, bro.
I think it's better than Blurple.
I honestly, I was gonna ask after we put it. I wanted to put it here, and I was gonna ask, what do you guys think about this?
No, ain't no way, bro.
No. Yeah, Blurple's.
I think
Blurple's better than Amber Ruby.
I do think so.
All of those decks.
Yeah,
all of those decks.
I think so.
If Amber Ruby and Blurple had a tournament against all those decks, you think Blurple would have more wins?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't.
I think it's getting slept on more than Amber Ruby.
2 money matches next week live episode.
I don't even play Blurple. I'm just saying. I do think so. I think I would be less shocked to see this like do better in LCQs or Continentals than this.
It's just Amber Ruby's just not real.
They're both spicy. They're both spicy. Like if I see that match, I'm not expecting it.
So the way I see B is like, if this wins Continentals, am I shocked? Hella shocked of all these. Like everything down here, I'm shocked. This one, I'm kind of saying like, if this like I would be shocked too, but I think this has the most potential of doing the best out of all of B.
Out of all the Bs, yeah. I kind of agree with that because I just seen it more. I know it's consistent. It's super purple, and purple is the strongest color right now.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I agree with putting it over Amber Ruby consistently through all. I think they're very similar decks. They're both tempo annoying decks. But yeah, I think it'd go like that. But
so yeah, I mean, if we want to, we can put it like this.
I don't think Amber Ruby.
Okay, my bad.
Purple
let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. That's exactly because I agree with what you're saying. I don't think these belong in the tier with steel. So I think this right here.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because I agree with you. I didn't want to put them both with the steel because I don't think they belong with the steel tier list. But I do not think they belong in C either. I mean, with these guys. So I'm down moving these two down to C and these at B. And we could flip these if we want, I guess. But I think
purple yellow at the bottom of B.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's good enough. It's better than the other C decks.
Yeah, I think it's the best of the C decks. I think it's like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
So we happy with this?
What do you guys change?
Wait. We agree that I think blue yellow is better than blue green.
No.
Oh yeah. My bad. I do think so.
Honestly, lemon lime might be better than blue green.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Lemon lime.
Yeah,
no,
honestly,
you think so too?
Because lemon lime, like, it's just more consistent as what it's trying to do. Blue green is just like, let me just mulligan and hope I draw the broken.
I think lemon lime.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, we'll put it there too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna fight which is better, blue, yellow, or lemon lime.
Not even worth for discussion.
C and under are not really
list, Danny. How do you feel about the list, Danny?
I think it's good. I think it's pretty solid how we came up with.
In that order, this order. So Steel Song number 1, Blue Red number 2, Purple Green 3, Purple Red 4.
Purple Red does have a better chance with the Green Purple. Yeah, I think it's like that.
Really?
Okay, so real quick, we'll go through everyone's version. Danny, what would be your version right here of this tier list? Would you move it right here?
That's the only thing I would change.
Yeah.
And blue steel over green steel.
And blue steel over green steel. Okay, so everybody take a screenshot. This is Danny's version. Eddie, what would you change? This is what we agreed with, and what would you make any changes? Just quick, no explanation. You could just do it real quick.
I like green purple ahead of purple red, but I would put purple steel on the top deck. That's what I would do.
Purple steel down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
Carlos? Take a screenshot, my bad guys. Take a screenshot. This is Eddie's take. Carlos?
I would probably put purple green over blue red.
Okay.
And then that's the only change I would make.
Okay. Take a screenshot, guys. Carlos's take right here. James? All the bird colors on the top.
It's all flip the whole thing actually.
So, purple still go on the top deck. Yeah, and then green still go to top of B.
Top of what?
To the top of B.
Oh, okay.
Amber Ruby in front of Lurple. Cha-cha.
Yeah, the most fucking changes. God damn.
Yeah, that looks correct.
You have one A tier deck?
I love it. I love how blue tier. It kind of makes sense because it's like I'm always feel like I'm right there in this text right here. That's funny.
Okay, everybody take a screenshot. That's wait, how was it like that? Oh no, it was like that. Everyone take a screenshot. That's James' take. Let me fix it because he moved it all around.
It's funny, James, because sometimes I feel that way. I feel like it's blue steel's the best of the
Should we be taking?
deck.
Is anyone actually taking screenshots? Because I'm not.
No, I don't think anyone is. It's just in case they want to pause it and look at it real quick. Hector, what do you think? What changes?
Yeah, I think we create a new tier list up top, and then we go Amber Ruby, Blue Steel up there, and then I was kidding.
You go S plus tier?
So I think this is the only thing I have with I think Purple Green is a better deck than Purple Red. The thing is that the Purple Red players that decide to play Purple Red in tournaments like this, they're the real deal because they know what you're doing with that deck. So that's why I put Purple Red over Purple Green. in this coming up scenario of continentals, because those purple red players are real, bro. They're scary. I'm talking like crispy players, you know what I mean?
These SoCal purple red players,
big dogs. We're talking about no, I'm not. It's like those, like purple green, unless you go against the one artifacts, you know what I mean? But there's more purple red scary players, I believe so, which is why we're wrong. I put blue steel over purple steel and green steel. And then so I put blue steel over purple steel and green steel. So blue steel, yeah, it goes on top of the non-best decks. I believe blue steel is there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I almost wanted to put amber steel and blue red on like higher, but like that's a whole other tier. But yeah.
Oh, you think they're in their own tier?
Like them two are like still way higher than purple red and purple green. But I mean, we can decide on like ranking them like that, right? Like they're the best of the.
I got you. This is Hector's.
Yeah, that's honestly mine. That's literally mine right there.
Best.
Screenshot that for Hector.
So pause it, screenshot, whatever you want to do for 24K.
Like if you're a meta, I call a meta sheep. Like I just don't see why you would not be playing amber steel or blue red.
Yeah. And then for me, I would leave it like this. Only thing for me, I think would be I really would put this right here. Like I would be less shocked for that to do good. Other than that, I'm happy where purple red is. I'm happy where purple steel is and green steel and blue steel. Yeah, I think that's the only change I would make.
That looks good.
Yeah. But yep, that's it, everybody.
Well, real quick, since we're all thinking about this, what's your pick? If you had if LCQ's tomorrow, what's your pick?
Me?
Or everybody?
Crap. I'm not playing LCQs, but if I was playing LCQs, it'd be blue red.
But it's not gonna win because it just for some reason never happens. Like the best deck for some reason is always like that one deck that ends up winning. Like I think like Amber Steel is gonna have the most representation in blue red, but weirdly enough, I feel like a purple red, purple green is gonna win. I just don't know. I don't have that feeling.
Yeah. You don't think just purple red or purple green?
I think purple. There's gonna be that purple red guy that just faces a bunch of blue red, and then just a really good consistent player is gonna probably sneak in finals and get it. I think purple red. Weirdly enough, do I believe statistics wise it should? No, I don't know why. I just feel like purple red is gonna win.
Just sneaks in.
It's the most consistent. That's your pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was playing LCQs, I'd take blue red. I said it last episode. I think it. I do not see myself losing with blue red in a best of 3.
I would play Amber Ruby, but that's
Dude, I was thinking of either Amber Ruby or like Purple Steel.
I want to so bad. Do it for me, Carlos. It's because I tried it and it's fair game. I just know my team, dude. If I take it and I do horrible, I would just
you're gonna get roasted.
Get the end of it, and I just cannot risk that.
So you're gonna get roasted.
It's got a reputation.
The thing with the Amber Ruby though, I'm just worried about like mostly just getting a fucking handle on Ninkable. Damn, sorry, you gotta bleep that out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
But yeah, it's mostly just a high uninkable count because like, yeah, yesterday when I was testing, I just had 4 uninkables in hand, and I was just inking whatever I was drawing. Basically, I was like, man, this is rough.
Alrighty, guys.
Yeah.
This is our tier list. What we all agreed on together. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about this tier list. If you think we're a complete dog and we're wrong, or if we had some interesting takes on this, or who's out of us, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, had the best modified of our own take on it. Other than that, we have one more topic we want to talk about real quick, but some of us gotta go, so we'll just speed run through it just because we don't want to make you guys miss out on things. But we'll go through our where did it go again, bro? Why do I keep losing it? Anyone have the Google Doc open? Because I just lost it.
We're going to talk about just our 2024. You know, it's like the end of the year, and you know, we're doing like a little reflection, you know, on our recap for Lorcana. Basically, if we want to talk about anything memorable or something, you know, we learned about ourselves or the game, or just, you know, we just could talk about how we feel about the game after a whole year passed by. 2024 is in the books now, and just
do we meet our goals? What's our current goal?
Unfortunately, we gotta, like I said, we gotta cut this one short. So we'll start from, I guess, let's shift it around because Danny took off his camera. So go ahead, Hector. You want to start with your 2024? Just real quick recap.
Yeah, 2024, I think I did better than I thought I was. I did know going into the game in 2023, late 2023, I was probably going to have a Nash since I started playing the game since proxies. I didn't realize how much Magic was going to be conversion, so that's when I kind of had to like relearn the whole system because I come from Yu-Gi-Oh! But my goal in 2024 is to have a major top, something that I also always struggled in Yu-Gi-Oh! I did make some like day twos, but like I was always like not in top 64. So being able to make it, and the one I wanted to was in Vegas because it was going to be like my local one, and I made top there, which I also felt like was a really good accomplishment. I feel like it was a very competitive one to top in. So yeah, that was my goal. I did my goal. Now I think I'm very confident to where now I feel like my next goal in 2025 is to at least top 3 more. I'm not gonna be like my goal is to top every time. I can do that, but I try to be very realistic into how I see it. And I would take 3 major tops for next year. I feel like if I have a whole year, I can do 3 out of, I don't know, let's say 6, 8, 9 of them.
Yeah, if you go to all of them, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't know if I'm under putting myself a little bit, but like I'm just always trying to be like that realistic type, like like don't like I even tell my sponsor like don't expect me to go. I know you should expect me to, but like don't expect me to ever go on top 64 every time. Like there's something like I'm just very like if I top I'm 50% conversion rate, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Go ahead, Eddie.
Yeah, for me, I mean, this was the first year I consider myself actually taking a card game seriously. I never really played competitive TCG before this year. And I was thinking, I grew up playing chess. I would win chess tournaments locally. I was always really good at strategy games. But so I was thinking, my goal was to make worlds, and I go to my first DLC in Texas, and I got to let it go. That was really really good for me, and then I felt motivated, and unfortunately, I didn't qualify at the other events. Like my only other chance was in Seattle, and I just made a bad meta call for that event. And so it was like I realize now that like my goal really next year or really is just to make day 2. I want to break through that barrier. Have a little more realistic goals. But I do believe I play this game as much as like the best out there, and I feel like I can outplay the best out there, And I feel like I learned that making a meta read is really important for this game.
It's critical.
It's critical. Like making a meta read is probably one of the biggest things I learned this year about this game. Aside from just getting your reps in, learning the fundamentals, understanding the meta, like how we break it down right now. And this is key. This is how we taking the right deck at the right event and making the right decisions against a fortunate matchup. That's the only way to go the distance in these big events. And
for sure.
Yeah.
Carlos, we're gonna skip you. Your goal is to be more present. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead, Carlos.
Let's make more podcasts. Come on out here more.
Go ahead, Carlos. What you think?
Well, like I also came from Yu-Gi-Oh, so like learning this game was honestly fairly easily, just because Yu-Gi-Oh is so freaking complicated. But yeah, like Hector was when I first started. Hector was just like, here's a deck, play it, and he just took me to local. He told me the basics, and I was like, okay, I'm over here trying to challenge ready characters. But anyway, yeah. So I think I just had a massive improvement throughout the year. My first DLC was Texas, and I bombed. I was like 2 to like 5 or whatever. It was so bad. Like from there, I was just like I kind of spiraled, and I took a month break, and yeah. But I just think I've definitely improved, and I just had a few tops here, like set champs and like some local tournaments and stuff. But yeah, definitely going into like 2025, just let it go, make day 2. Like that's definitely the goal. But yeah, I mean, going into the Celtic Q and like this quad case coming up, like I just really have to like lock in and try to make a name for myself and actually have some achievements. Because like everyone here has basically either like had like Danny has multiple set champ wins. You guys all have like let it go or made day 2. Like yeah. So I'm definitely lagging behind y'all. So I gotta catch up. But yeah.
You got it. Yeah.
I feel I did in 2024. Was set 3 this year? Yeah, it was all set 3, right?
Yeah, set 3 was this year.
Yeah, I think we started set 3. Yeah.
When set champs first came out, I feel I started off strong, right? 3 back to back, and then I didn't like the Bucky theme, so it was not fun. Then the next following set champs, 2 back to back, so it was great. I don't think my performance was great at TLC, but I played the same deck. I think it was 7 times in a row, and that was the one deck where I just needed to go 1-1. I just wish I didn't play them 7 times, but we moved past it. In 2025, I'm going to go to more DLCs. That's one thing that I'm focused on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, more DLCs because only one is not.
He's going to get his major top. In other words, your goal is to get your major top because you already have all the set champs and under. You already have all those accomplishments. You need that major top. Yeah.
Yeah, I want the major tops is the thing now. And so that's it for me, most likely. But overall, it was fun. But we got to do strong next year. Next year's we're coming.
Let's go.
Okay.
And if you want, I could outro it too, so you're fine. You have to go.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, if you want to outro.
Yeah. All right. Oh, wait. All right. Can you leave your camera on, bro? You're going to fuck us up.
Oh, no. I'm not going to be able to do that.
No, you can't.
Like,
or James, just say your bit and then we're done.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 2 more minutes max, right? Yeah. Go ahead, James.
2024 was like, what is the best thing? Or...
Just how you feel about how you did this year.
About 2024. Like Hector said, I got the top. I topped in Seattle. That was pretty cool. It's very surreal, especially winning the 5th match. That allowed me to draw the rest of the day. That was like crucial. It's just crazy. And then like the relief and pressure after that is like insane. For 2025, the next goal is the top again. I think I'm a good enough player, and that should realistically top again. I'm hoping to go to more DLCs. Seattle was my first time flying ever.
Yes, sir.
If I have like,
that's crazy.
If I have like some buddies with me, I think I could do it again. Maybe. I think that was the thing that held me back this year. And hopefully to get a Mickey, I don't think it's unrealistic, So
top 8, major top 8.
Yeah.
Get rid of your fear of flying fully.
Let's go.
Got it.
So for me, I'll do it real quick too. 2024, my goal was to qualify for Nats or Continentals. I achieved it. I did have a little minor goal of getting at least one more day 2. I did want to see myself day 2 a little bit more. That's just being realistic. I never thought I would get a Mickey. That was not a goal of mine. But for 2025, and I think anyone here, I just don't want to put anyone down here. I think anyone here can do it. I mean, honestly, being in that position, like all you guys are good enough players to do it, are good enough to day 2 multiple times, and that's a realistic goal on my perspective of you guys. I don't think I'm better than any of you guys here. I think we're all equal skill level, to be honest. At least for me, 2025 goal would be the same goal as this year, to get more consistent tops. So there's 5 DLCs. I would say at least 50-50 top, 50-50 not. That's what I would like to see for myself. And then obviously get the invite to Nats again. And then I guess since 2025 is already the Nats or Continentals, a goal of mine, which I think is a little bit unrealistic, just in my perspective, is to qualify for Worlds. Especially because I'm not too comfortable with my deck pick right now. So, but that would be a goal of mine for 2025 since it's technically 2025. So, but yep.
All right, before that, Danny's going to kick us out in the outro. You guys, I want you guys to comment you guys' goal for 2025. I want to see all them comments. What's you guys' goal for 2025? And if you guys accomplish your 2024 goals, because we want to go into this new year together and want to keep on going, want to look at this video back and be able to reply like, did you do it? Like, how'd you do it? And all that good stuff, guys.
Let's go, Danny. Get us out of here. I know you got to go, bro. Let's go. Wait, you're muted. My God.
You're muted, bro.
Dude, we got to keep all of this in. Like,
dang, I was gonna
People love this.
Let's go.
People love laughing with us. Okay, now take us out, Danny.
Take us out.
Once more, we want to wish everyone and hope everyone had a happy holidays and wish you guys a happy new year. Once more, don't forget, on the road to Continentals, Top Choice Gaming in the city of Redlands is having a quadruple case tournament on January 4th. And then after that, and after the whole shebang thing at SQ's Continentals, they are having the set champs on Saturday, January 18th, once more at Top Choice Gaming in the city of Redlands. But until next time, keep on cooking, keep on questing. Peace.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
There you go.